Hello, beautiful person watching this. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Silent Run. On this channel, I hope my recording was with some commentary and general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. Bit of a weird one here today. If you're a real one, you may have noticed that this A, on my old account, and more obviously, I didn't have me actually starting the run in the video here. I started recording after starting the run because I was, let's just say, in a position where I expected to be distracted a lot and didn't want to be recording, but I hit tough bandages off the rare relic there, which is so exciting that I just had to record it, and then I would go in and edit it later if I did have to AFK for some time, which I did in fact, and I've already edited the video, so we should have no interruptions here. And so tough bandages, of course, is whenever you discard a card. For each card discarded, gain 3 block. Very, very powerful relic, and also one of the coolest relics. Fan favorite for sure. We also found an Akabeko, which makes the first attack we take, or the first attack we play, each fight, deal 8 more damage, including multiple hits. So I actually just took a dagger spray over a blade dance, and I've seen a couple prepared so far already, but I'm more interested in these really strong early attacks that I'm being offered, including a backstab, which is great with Akabeko as well. But eventually we'll be adding in these discard cards that are insane because they also gain block. I am killing this turn with dagger spray, so this was good. We just got there against Gremlin Knob because he took the good cards, and we found a strike dummy, and now we can finally take a prepared, which is like the third prepared we've seen. And of course, strike dummy will increase the damage of our strikes by 3. That actually may have been a killable Lagavul in there, but of course that's the scariest one. Ornamental fan is here. Every time we play 3 attacks in one turn, we will gain 3 block, and that's really good. That thing is dead, by the way. Wow. And Reflex is here. I know I'm going to be one taking a lot of discard cards, so that might be good, but Prepared is here as well, and Alchemize is here. And Alchemize may be just better than the rest. I take Prepared over Alchemize. That is some high respect for discard. And I think a large part of that was just I wanted to make a lot of block with bandages, right? I actually could have killed one of the side ones here. I was full blocking the middle one already, so that's a mistake. It won't matter. And we get a Whetstone, upgrading 2 random attacks. So I check the card word first, take an Acrobatics, that's really good with the bandages as well. Our question mark is a shop. There's another prepared here. Too many prepared isn't necessarily good, even if they all give 3 block. But it's probably fine. Another dagger spray is here. Yeah, the early attacks thing, especially as a silent, is really the thing you have to understand to win on high difficulty. Like, I'm sure some people would have received bandages, taken prepared into prepared, and then died to Gremlin Knob. You just can't. You just can't. You take the card that provides the highest number output, preferably attacks, because they don't give Knob strength, and that's all that matters. If you think that way, you at least won't die in Act 1 anymore, and then if you manage to go too far in that direction, then you can rein it in a little bit. But most people are not even close, I think, at the lower difficulties to that, or else they would not die to Gremlin Knob so often. And you can get away with it more before Ascension whatever it is. 18? 18. When he doesn't always do the vulnerable on turn 2. Piercing Whale, Caltrops, Backflip are all good cards. Probably would have taken Backflip in hindsight, to be honest. And I'm thinking like I am just blocking with bandages the whole time, but Backflip still can be good, of course. Dagger Throw, maybe? It discards. So every single card that says discard on it, you gotta take it. It also gains 3 block. And Prepared upgrade because of the difference between the quality of Prepared and Prepared Plus. It's like double as good, you know? Acro upgrade's only 30% better or whatever. Prepared is 100% better. Also found Ink Bottle, forgot to mention that. Every 10 cards you play will draw a card. That's going to be really good here. We'll be playing a lot of cards, and we have a Blade Dance. That's 4 cards right there. Could have played Blade Dance there, that was a mistake. Ornamental Fan. Yeah, got Fumes in play. Should be pretty good here as well. Not a lot of damage here. That is not enough damage. Ouch, I think I did math wrong. Could have played Flexbot, but thinking I don't need it, I guess. Now we have a little bit of poison damage here, which will help a lot with actually splitting. I'm kind of disrespecting these strikes right now. Them deal 9 damage. We want to get it to 12 and then pass, and then we get a free turn here, basically. Yep. And then play a Dagger Spray. Charge Ink Bottle. Actually, probably should not have charged Ink Bottle, because then now we're going to break it and not charge it fast enough. But the idea was good, in theory. Charge Ink Bottle, of course. Could have played Blade Dance and then charged a bit more. That's fine, though. And Shrash versus Alchemize. Glass Knife is a fine early attack, but I think we have enough of that now. And Pandora's Box is here. We're blocking with the Ornamental Fan and Bandages, so who cares about the defense? And we get 2 more Acros and a Concentrate. Wow. What are the other cards in there? Who cares? They're actually all pretty good as well, except Doppelganger, really. But that is quite a Pandora's, so our Whale bonus and End of Act 1 bonus is very, very, very good. But notably, we cannot play Defend anymore. It's just not happening. I think we have no block cards, actual block cards. We have Survivor. That's it. Pretty incredible. And it is dead. That's also pretty incredible. Fruit Juice. Sneaky Strike Plus is here. I'm going to be clicking on that. That's definitely good enough. We are discarding a lot of times. Play Dagger Spray, which is Akabekko'd. Planning on playing this Alchemize. I'm a Doppelganger hater. Actually, no, I'm not. I think it's cool. I just mean in the sense that I call it bad all the time. I don't hate the card, but I hate on it. Right? That's what hater means, so I'm actually right. And charging Ink Bottle a bit here, by the way. I'm not BMing the bird. Leg Sweep outmaneuver. Leg Sweep seems fine. I just said we're not blocking any other way, but the weaken is good. Applying weak good, that's for sure. I win the bet. Wow, that's a high roll as well. It's all going right for us here. Now all we have to do is find Tingsha. It seems I took a corpse explosion as well. Didn't mention that, but corpse explosion is going to help quite a lot in killing multiple enemies. And a little bit of scaling damage as well with the poison. Considering I actually really like the potions, you know, Dagger Spray, Akabeko, Flex Pod against Slavers is like really insane. So, gonna be taking that. Another Acro. Definitely pretty good. Yeah, I'm choosing to not play Alchemize anymore. Or at least just exhaust it for no benefit. Deciding I like my potions enough. Ghost in a Jar, of course, we're trying to hold on to for the entire run if possible. Flex Pot is going to help with Slavers. It's hard to find a better one than Flex Pot here, I think. That's hitting for more than Fire Pot, almost certainly. With Blade Dance and Dagger Sprays. Yeah, I was trying to find Concentrate there. Unlucky. Concentrate is definitely the best card in this deck. It's always a good time when Concentrate is the best card in your deck. That means you're doing the cool thing. I'm sure someone out there knows what I mean. It's like sometimes you take the Concentrate and it's like, ugh, I can't play this card. My whole hand's gone. And sometimes it's like you go infinite with it, basically. What a random, like a polarizing card. I take 4. Definitely a bit questionable, but I was wanting to get out here. And then I could pass, try to keep Ink Bottle up there, but it's probably healing, and then that'd be pretty awkward. So I just play as many cards as I can instead and kill it. Can't play that. Yup. And Footwork is here, but I checked my deck and I'm like, wait a second, I have no block cards in my deck. This is a skip, guys. This is a skip. Just take all the discard cards. We don't need those. If a gamble is calculated gamble is Footwork in this deck. Once we find the gamble, we'll block for, you know, 20 or for 0 or whatever. Pretty good. I should play All Out Attack here because it gives me 3 block. I think I forgot. I could have discarded the Curse, which would have actually made it not worth it, probably. To not take 2 or whatever that was. But it was unlikely enough to discard the Curse that I think it was right. Past me seems to have a very good idea of how much I'm blocking for, which I like. Like, I'm not playing Piercing Wail immediately against this. Saving it for when it's hitting for 11 times 3 instead. Got there. It's very cool. Blocking like a solid 20 a turn. Just playing cards. Need more prepared upgrades. I decided to finally grip the pot here because we got an elite here. And this could actually be spooky if it keeps hitting us. And look at that juicy 2 Noxious Fumes plus 12 from the Dagger Spray on the 14 health gremlins. Wow, that's perfect. That deserves a like. I'm being held hostage. And I pass here because I want to play one more card and get out. For Ink Bottle purposes. No need to Doppelganger. Breaks Ink Bottle. And Happy Flowers here. Every 3 turns we gain 1 energy. That's pretty good. Actually very happy about that here. We want Tacticians, we want Concentrates, we want more Acro. Let's keep going. I actually take Catalyst there and upgrade Catalyst over taking another acro, which also looked really, really good because just want that scaling damage to kill this automaton. We're not doing a whole lot of damage right now, as we just saw in that last fight. We had a lot of turns and we're blocking for enough, but we just couldn't quite kill that thing. Had to use flex pot for it and still was like kind of sus. And I keyed a Matryoshka. This is the Act 2 chest. We're not guaranteed to find 2 more chests even, and would prefer to just key now. Piercing Whale, of course, carrying in this fight, blocking for 18 damage. It's insane. I am once again Piercing Whale propaganda channel. Got ink bottle on 9, move on. Storm of Steel is here. We do have fan and bandages, so it actually blocks for a lot. And we have ink bottle as well. That's okay. I do actually take it. It's pretty good here. It takes a lot for it to be this good, and we got in there, I think. Vajra looks really good here. Accuracy looks really good here. We just took Storm of Steel as another acro as well. What do I even remove? What do I even remove? Dash or backstab? Maybe? Doppelganger, maybe? It's probably not even worth removing. I do remove backstab though. Make my turn 1 hands better, possibly. It's time to start. It's time to stop drawing the fast damage card and start drawing the good cards instead. I actually don't take accuracy. It's completely an unhinged, insane, stupid behavior, I think. That just... I just took Storm of Steel and I didn't take accuracy, and I already had a Blade Dance anyway. Gonna call that a blunder. I can go Corpse Explosion and then... Hold on a second. I don't even need Corpse Explosion here. They're all dead. Isn't it crazy that we're blocking for 21 and I played a Piercing Whale against 3 enemies and we're still only overblocking by 5? Is that not insane? I still rip the Liquid Memories because I'm just like, get me out of here. Why not just use it, right? Had Alchemize in our deck. We have a Ghost in Jar sitting up there. Just play the potion. Sometimes you gotta just play the potion. Sometimes they're like really valuable, and sometimes it's like just play the potion. And we find an Anchor, and a Piercing Whale Plus versus Deadly Poison is actually a real conversation with the Catalyst Plus in our deck. Took the poison after all. An Anchor, of course, giving us that 10 block there on turn 1. That's one of the best relics in the game in almost every situation. You love shoring up your turn 1s, even in fights where it doesn't do anything. That's a shame, but better safe than sorry. And the Heart, for example, doesn't hit you on turn 1, but it does let you play 5 cards for free because of the Beat of Death. And ouch, we're taking some damage here, it seems. Oh wow, I found a way out. Smart. I do good things sometimes. I can't believe I didn't take the accuracy, man. Oh no. Like, I did just kind of pivot into poisons, but I just took a Storm of Steel, you know? Eviscerate is here. That seems pretty good. I see the Eviscerate. Even though it's an attack and it's almost end of Act 2, I still am like, okay, Eviscerate's pretty good here. So I just wasn't getting there on the Shiv thing mentally for whatever reason. Considering buying bronze scales, I think. Or piercing whale. Trying to think about what to remove again. This time it's a lot harder. Maybe dagger spray on upgraded goes. Yeah, it looks like I'm eyeing that. Just like not quite good enough anymore. But I mean, if you're removing dagger spray from your deck, you're in a good position, because if that's the worst card in your deck, then that's pretty good. It means it probably is like a Pandora's box. Don't want to play Distilled Chaos before finding Catalyst. Playing Catalyst into nothing is pretty bad. But I do want to play this Concentrate. See, I'm deciding not to use the Alchemize yet. It's okay. Take some damage. Now they're sucking my cards. And it's looking a little bit spooky on the block front here, to be honest, like long term. We don't have cards that actually say block. We're just doing the thing pretty much. The bandages thing. So we do have to find something, of course. After image will be pretty good, for example. Wraith form. Something like that. And then just bandages will just block whatever other damage. All the non-footwork game plans will be quite good here. Got the cards back. Little doppelganger. Trying to think, like, do I apply weaken? I can apply weaken with just the neutralized because it already had one. Here we go. Just don't die here. We're definitely fine. I may have to... If I didn't play that, could I have lived? Yes. That was a misplay. I could have just Storm of Steeled the 3 other cards. And I would have had 44. 35 plus 9. So a waste of Ghost in a Jar. This is like a totally reasonable use of Ghost in a Jar. I'm sure a lot of people would have just Ghost in a Jar to the Hyper Beam there, but I certainly know that I could have saved that potion, I think. Pretty sure I was mathing correctly just now, and I could have saved it. But it's okay. We do have Alchemize still, so hopefully we'll find another good potion. And I think there was a cut right there. Welcome back. 45 minutes. How long are we into this run? We're 24 minutes into this video and 45 minutes into the run, so yes. I've already taken a substantial AFK here. And that sucks. I'm sure if you guys know, like, it breaks up your flow a bit, you know? You were kind of in the zone, and now you gotta remember, like, what your deck does when you get back. So there might be a little bit more whoopsies than usual from my end, now that I've just come back. Or whenever I went AFK. Eviscerate, Storm of Steel. Yes, sir. Tactician is here. That's a snap pick. Wow, that's good. Pellets is here. And another Fumes I'm considering. There's also another Eviscerate. This is a pretty good looking shop. I think I'm taking the Pellets and then just remove something. Now what do I remove? Doppelganger. Sure. It's actually been performing okay in this run for some reason. That's why I'm reconsidering. Unupgraded prepared no longer good enough in past me's eyes. It looks weird because we're doing bandages, but it's just 0 energy to gain 3 block basically. It's like worse deflect kind of. It draws a card, but we're already drawing plenty of cards. I don't know. That was a weird up. I probably wasn't worth the gold to do that, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. But this is a very strange run. Like, obviously, normally you're going to be removing a basic card, like in almost every single run, no matter what point of the run you're in. It's only Pandora's Box where you have these very off-putting removes, where it's like someone watching could completely disagree with what I'm clicking. And I think that's actually fair enough. And I get another remove. Now what do I click on? Like, I think Dagger Throw is worse than Prepared, if we're doing that, right? Because it doesn't cost 0. Yeah, I think Prepared was fine. But it's, like, inconsequential. It's gonna be a really good Corpse Explosion. I should play Sneak Strike. Very good. The Doppelganger for 1. It's just 0 mana, draw a card the next turn. Because you have to spend the energy on it in the first place, right? Ugh. Who's the trade is pretty good here. A nice long-term discard plan. I should be playing Alchemize, probably. I will definitely want to, but I'm thinking if I can't also kill it, that'd be bad, but I definitely can't. Should have just played the all-out attack before playing the second acro there. Could have gotten out, I think, Battle on 9. It's fine. Close enough. Another acro. Do I take the 15,000th copy of acro? I do. It's really good here. Also, random side tangent. This game has some of the coolest card design of all time. I mean, just straight up. And it's amazing that this game exists, really, because not only is the game, like, unbelievably rich and complex and unending, really, but it also, like, even when you're a noob, just seeing the cards for the first time and playing with them, it's just so sick. It's amazing. Like, just the way it all is working and the names of things, like acrobatics, you know. That is such a cool, like, flavor thing of, like, how Silent feels. It really does feel, you know, like you're so performing some acrobatics when you're just digging through your whole deck. I can't even really articulate why it's so cool, but I know that you know that it is. And, like, there's some, it's like the game doesn't take itself too seriously. Not trying to be something it's not. It has, like, some joke names in there as well, and some, like, expressions, but they, like, all work. Like, Feel No Pain and Shrug It Off, those sort of cards, right? And my favorite card name in the game is definitely Compile Driver. Compile Driver, they struck gold with that one, man. That's a classic. This game is awesome. A beautiful, beautiful game. Can we please have the second one? That'd be awesome. Like the video if you're excited for Slay the Spire 2. Should have 1 billion likes as soon as it hits the whatever minute mark. 30 minutes. I should have talked about pellets. And I should talk about Firestone also. I'll do that as soon as I see what happens here. Ink bottle on 9, pass. Okay, so we get a pair for 10 max health. Not much here. Maybe backflip is the best card here. Maybe I skip. Sure. Okay. So I took a Philosopher's Stone. Upgrade Tactician, by the way. More energy is good. We have 1,000,000 copies of Acro. And so we got this Firestone, giving us extra energy, of course, for the downside of having all enemies get 1 extra strength. I think that matters a lot more of a downside if you're getting it at the end of Act 1. Act 2, with extra strength, you can walk into birds that are hitting you for essentially double damage. Or you can walk into, like, Book of Stabbing, and even, like, the Slavers all having 1 extra strength can be very bad. You're just not quite ready to deal with the downside yet, I think. And the numbers are a lot tighter in Act 2, like 1 extra strength in Act 1 and 2 is a lot different than in Act 3 and 4, relatively speaking. So if you see it at the end of Act 2, I think it's a lot more pickable. The heart fight, though, still is a lot harder, as that 1 strength is 15 more damage on the multi-hit turns, of course. So that's something to keep in mind. You gotta have some solution for the heart, but you should anyway. We also found orange pellets. If you play a power, skill, and attack all on the same turn, then you will cleanse all of your debuffs. That's a very powerful effect no matter what you're doing. Really good against the heart, because it applies all the debuffs to you on turn 1. And it also then hits you for 45, increased to 67. So you really want to get rid of that vulnerable. And it also frails you, so you can't even block, so... it's like, when you talk about what the heart does, it sounds like you shouldn't be able to ever win. And yet we do. It's amazing. But of course, cleansing debuffs in many, many fights is very valuable. And if we find a Wraith form, we can get rid of the Dex minus debuff, which is a notable synergy. Still haven't found a gamble, sadly. That's just what I was hoping for, is like why couldn't we have just found like Toxic Egg first relic and a Prayer Wheel second relic and to find all the gambles and just play gambles and make 500 block? You know? What I wanted to do. Talking is so hard, am I right, guys? Yeah, I'm probably gonna play the other potion here as well, to be honest. No, I don't even keep the blade in. I just played a flex pot. You maniac. Oh, I see. I have 100 poison. Past me is more in tune with the fact that we're a poison deck than I am. So I think taking the accuracy, not taking the accuracy in hindsight is actually seemingly totally fine. And Kunai is here. Every time we play 3 attacks in 1 turn, we gain a dexterity. We also find a Gremlin Horn. Every time an enemy dies, we gain 1 energy, and we draw a card. And we also found a Blur there, notably. Blur is not synergizing with the bandages exactly, except that we can retain all the block we get off the bandages. Very cool. And we did just find a Kunai as well, so maybe we are a little bit more interested in cards that just block. However, still unlikely, I would say. We're pretty far from that, and we're kind of leaning out of the playing a lot of attacks thing, as it's been clear. We may occasionally play Blade Dance. This, I was gonna say Storm of Steel. Oh, I can cleanse. Very smart. Getting rid of the debuff against this guy is absolutely brutal for the Spire growth. Stands no chance. Not only do you prevent a lot of damage, but it also keeps trying to reapply it, which is very slow. And I can pass and take 12 to keep Ink Bottle up. That does not seem worth it, especially because I can probably just play 9 cards here. Got him. Those are trash, gonna pass. Ooh, Transient. Kind of spooky. Transient's a cool enemy. Oh, yeah. So the catalyst is cooking. That's for sure. I should probably be playing Alchemize. I like my potions, it seems, but I don't know. Like, or, what's it called? Distilled Chaos. God, that's such a hard potion to remember. Distilled Chaos is, just okay here. Yeah, I figured it out. The fact that I could hit, like, Storm of Steel or Catalyst or Alchemize... Actually, Alchemize would be fine, because we're playing a potion to get it, but... Cards like this can be awkward to hit with it. They need to be played at a particular time and place. Acro Plus is here. How many Acros is that? I recently posted a run where I found 0 copies of Acrobatics the entire run. I think it was the backflip run. Death by 1,000 backflips or something. And then there's this kind of run. But in that run we were just finding all the backflips instead. Which happens sometimes. Have a little sip here. Stay hydrated out there. Posture check, hydration check. This may be the first time I've ever drank water in a video before. Do you remember a time when I drank water? Let me know. Least obvious engagement bait. Grabbing Horn pretty good here. So, like, part of me feels like engagement is like... Engagement baiting is cringe. But at the same time, it's like, I want to talk to you guys. You know what I mean? Like... I need to not do things because they can be perceived as cringe. I need to just do them if I want to do them. And like if somebody misrepresents me as being like you're engagement baiting, then it's like, what are you doing if you're not talking to the people that are watching you, right? Why would anybody watch you if they're not interested in hearing what you have to say? I see a lot of videos, like I just randomly get recommended Spire content because of my channel. And I watch Baylor Lord and Jorb sometimes. And so much of it is just like 0 effort, Ascension 0, PlayStation 5 gameplay or whatever, PlayStation 4 probably, with like screen shake on, and they're just dying, and it's like, why would anybody ever watch this? Like, I mean, no offense to those people, I guess. Like, I even think that about my own content. Like, why would anybody watch this over a Jorbs or a Baylor Lord, right? And it's like, I'm at least putting an effort, and I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and I think I'm like pretty good compared to the average person. but it's best to remain as humble as possible. I think I like to be realistic. I'm pretty low on myself in general, but I know when I'm good at something, for the most part. It's the things that I put 4-digit number of hours into. It's kind of how that works. Toxic Egg is here. A bit late, unfortunately. We found a prepared plus with it. Just the last moment there. Maybe that'll be a good skill in the Act 4 shop. So yeah, you may be like, wow, that's lucky. But you have to... So much consideration goes into like what makes a relic good in this game. There's no such thing as this relic is always good or always bad. There is definitely a way to determine this relic is almost always good, like Toxic Egg. But when you find it on floor 49, it's not very good. 448, I guess. That's a notable exception. The earlier you find the egg cards or the relics, the better they are, of course. And you can't just say they're good or bad. I think Anchor is an example of a relic that is always good, because it's even good against Act 4. It's actually worse in Act 1, probably, against the elites anyway, and the bosses. None of the bosses attack you on turn 1. In Act 1 anyway. And none of the elites, like sentries, hit you for 10, but the big hit is on turn 2, where you really care about blocking, so Horncleave is better there. The fact that it's at common, you see it so often, it's so impactful. Big piercing whale. I cannot stop talking about piercing whale. I have a problem, I think. Piercing whale addict. I just keep huffing it. There should be I need to make a compilation of every time I've talked about piercing whale in my life. I think that'd be funny. Storm Seal full blocks. Seems good. And stacks kunai. Find Acro off this. Find Acro off the prepared. Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking. Trying to keep the dazes so they actually go away, ideally. Not playing Catalyst there is very sus. I am confusion. Yeah, this would be dead right now, I think. Yeah. It'd be like 30-ish health lower right now, and then that would have doubled it as well. Yeah. Gonna call that a mistake. Not quite a blunder. It's not gonna matter enough. And reminder, it has Corpse Explosion on it, so the fight will be over as soon as Donu dies. Storm Seal's good. It's dead. Right? Only 17 damage. It would have been. There's Catalyst. Just play 2 more cards and Catalyst. Got him. Poor Deca. That's 800 big ones right there. Woke Bird is here. Ugh. This is gonna take years, man. Dex Pots. I do have Alchemized. Dex Pot's not that good. Dex Pot's actually really bad here. For the same reason we didn't take Footwork. We do not care about that potion. That's a really good corpse explosion. I want them to die right now because of the Gremlin Horn. Getting hit bigly here. Okay, only took 4. Lucky escape plan at the very end there. I don't think that was perfectly played that turn. Can't really articulate why. I think I shouldn't have played the power that I played. That was like 4 extra damage for no reason. Wasn't that important. Not playing the Fumes is going to be a bummer here. Just play the Catalyst so it actually dies this year, and then we can play Fumes after, and then try to Catalyst again. Like, why does this guy have to have the health regen, man? Just give it more health, and then, like, you know what I mean? It's brutal. Take 11, ouch. You can't play the Catalyst here. We need that to not, like, almost die in the next fight, probably. At least die of exhaustion. It should be dead. Do I have a piercing wheel? If I have a piercing wheel, I'm trying to find it to reduce its strength. I do. So yeah, I'm purposely waiting here, even though I could kill it, because we really, really want to reduce the strength. That'd be really good. So, just in case you don't know, you play the Piercing Whale, its strength goes from 7 strength to 1 strength. It also gains a buff that says, at the end of this turn, gain 6 strength, because that's how Piercing Whale returns the strength. But, because it dies, it loses that buff, turns into the new version of itself, and now only has 1 strength permanently. It would also cleanse all debuffs, so if you had given it negative strength, it would just go back to 0. But that's good. 1 is better than 7. And 0 is better than 4 or 5 or whatever it could be if you over-reduced the strength, of course. Only 16 poison here, and that's a bit of a bummer, but it'll have to do. We have a Bouncing Flask now as well, which I took apparently. Take the fine poison cards, it means actually being able to make Catalyst do something. Would love to find a duplication pod also, that'd be really good. Catalyst. Exponential growth loves having a duplication pot. I had mentioned earlier something like, in the very beginning I said something like, I was in a position where I didn't really want to record, but I still wanted to play. That's just how much I really love this game right now. It used to be something I played on and off for pretty much all of its existence. But now, due to the channel actually doing something and having some positive feedback, it's giving me motivation as well. And it's just unusually, particularly fun for me right now. Truly amazing. But thank you guys for watching and giving me a reason to stick around here. Slay the Spire 2 is going to be a whole new thing. Maybe more people watch. And maybe if this becomes more serious, you know? That'd be cool. There's a ghost. I'm just filling the void here, by the way, guys. I apologize. We got this woke bird, man. I might even timestamp after this fight ends, to be honest, but it's already too late. I didn't mention that. Like, throw in a note. No. Surely you guys are along for the ride here. This is just what woke bird is. It's a 5-hour long fight where you play blur and keep all your bandage block the whole fight. I think I'm disrespecting the bird right now. I'm trying to play blur every turn. Or twice a turn? Proof of concept here. We can play blur twice a turn. Apparently. With void in our deck as well. That's kind of crazy. That was disrespectful, I'm gonna be honest. I apologize for my actions here. And to thump, deep pulsing dread. On to Act 4. Gotta be second catalyst here, I think. Another prepared, another crippling cloud. I don't think 150 gold card move is happening here. That seems kind of maniacal. Just pass. Check the potions one more time. They're not very good. I could have taken draw pod actually. That would have been fine. Storm of Steel is not happening here, it seems. Sorry, Storm of Steel fans. There's Crippling Cloud and Corpse Explosion. Those are the cards we were really looking to play here. Corpse Explosion, good. Ends the fight when the spear dies. Crippling Cloud, good. Applies Weaken. Although one of them has to get bricked here. Bricked up. I actually weaken pot in order to make sure that both effects apply. And then this time I can go Corpse Explosion first, which the poison will get consumed by the artifact charge, and then when this dies it does damage to everything. Debuff gets applied still. Poisons first. The debuffs always get applied in order that they're written on the card. So it says deal 6 or apply 6 poison and then also the second thing. If it said the second thing and then apply 6 poison, it would do that instead. And it's good that it does that for the player, I think. At least usually. Leg sweep now on the left guy is good because it will hit us again next turn for a lot. I want to make sure that's weak. I probably should have turned back around with Blade Dance taking damage here. A little bit strange. Second piercing that was pretty good. Bit of an oof actually still, but that's okay. Not the best turn there. Gonna be catalysting for short. Probably should have kept Alchemize there, that was kind of weird looking. Certainly would like to have a potion before this hard fight. I'll be playing it right now instead of Noxious Fumes. Yep, so that was actually, I'm gonna call it a blunder as well. That potion could have been huge. And we found a Pantograph, which will give us 25 health going into any boss room. So that's pretty good going into the heart. Just a nice 25 health gain right there. Let's see if that mattered, by the way. If I ever get to 25 health or lower in this fight, I would have died. Catalyst versus Malaise was interesting, but we're trying to deal damage here. So that was actually a nice looking Catalyst there. And we'd love to do the thing. But we don't have a power in our hand. The orange palace thing, of course. So we'd be at 4 health right now if we didn't find Pantograph. Yikes. I don't think I would have made any different play so far, considering different health total. Not getting your dagger spray there is diabolical. I don't know what just happened. Like, I could have another acro in my hand, right? That's what I just got rid of instead. What's in my draw pile? Okay, not good. I would have died if I didn't find Pantograph. That's certainly true here. Ouch. The acro misplay could have been very bad. Like, it looked really bad, but the cards we were drawing weren't great. Alchemize could have found something, though. And we got 90 poison, which is not quite as fast as you want for the hard fight here. So hoping to be able to block here. Blur could help for sure. Looking for Piercing Wail, I think. Where art thou, Piercing Wail? I remember a comment one time that was like normally they would see the people making the terrible play and then like be raging at their screen, but something about me raging at myself makes it more like a funny moment. Do you guys agree with this? It's like, oh, he already knows, cool, I don't have to say anything. That kind of thing. That's why it's important to point out. And I mean, there's all kinds of mistakes I see, and even the best players I notice mistakes, absolutely. But they're just a lot like more subtle sometimes, or less frequent than mine, which is the difference, of course. That last bit of win rate is really squeezing everything out of the game, which I just don't quite do. Considering playing, I can't play Piercing Wail because it has artifacts still, so I actually play Storm of Steel and then pass without playing any shivs because that's the only way to not die, it seems. Could have played a couple shivs, but I'd be down to perhaps too low of health. And all we have to do is live like 4 turns, and then we're out, you know? Gotta get rid of this slimed man. Don't want the whale. We never found a well-laid plans, by the way, or gamble. So those would have been really good. Like, really, really good. Would have loved to have those cards. So, like, as insane as Bandages is, and we have so many copies of Acro, the deck didn't really end up becoming that crazy, really. I'm quite sure of that statement. And Piercing Wail's out again, and we have to get through 30 cards here to find it. That's kind of crazy. I missed Sneaky Strike there. That's a shame. This will not take damage because I have Fan. I am drawing though, it's kind of bad. And I'm getting rid of the shivs. That's good. I still think not taking the blade dance was wrong. I mean, the accuracy at the one point. I had a lot of gold at the time. I think just seemed wrong. I had a visceral reaction to watching it. And it's also like, this is the guy we're watching? Like, he just took Storm Steel and he didn't take accuracy. Like, that is just not allowed, you know? Like, even if it's right, it's like you have to take it. You know? Can I deal 92 damage this turn? Is a great question. Also, can I find Piercing Whale? That'd be good. There it is! We've done it! So, Piercing Whale saved for the pivotal moment, blocking for 75 damage, by the way. That's a 7 and then a 5 in that order. One cost common card. Goodbye, the heart. And we've done it in 1 hour and 26 minutes? Oh yeah, some breaks in there. And of course, Bandages blocking for 50 a combat on average. Actually, those numbers are kind of low, to be honest. Kind of disappointing performance of the Bandages overall, but of course we did build around it, so it's what got us there overall. And yeah, I would say definitely some big mistakes in there, but totally fine play in general, and not the strongest deck, but because of the power of Bandages, we got there. So, if you're still here, how have you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.